I give them a knock and I stand away from the hole in case there's someone in there. I come here weekly between February and March and late July with fellow monitor Jane Ford. I cleaned these last week, so somebody's been, a house sparrow has been just making themselves at home. We look in the 8-bird boxes here every week, so we have a sense of what's going on, and also partly so we know not to disturb the boxes when the babies are about to fledge. And then after the babies have fledged, then we clean out the nest boxes and get it ready for the next round. So it looks clean. We make sure in February that there's not a bunch of junk in the boxes. We clean them up, make sure they're ready, because the bluebirds are looking for where they're going to start. I think they call them paper wasps. I'm going to just demonstrate how my great tool here, and I usually just pluck them off. But mites, ants, other things like to come in to a dirty nest and make it less inhabitable. The Cycle of Bluebirds, there's historic records, and they've went up and down over time with a bad winter, a bad drought, can really devastate the bluebird population, but they always bounced back. In the late 60s and early 70s, they didn't bounce back. There's, I think, 3 main culprits, according to people that study these things. One is loss of habitat. We cut down dead trees. Dead trees had the cavities for bluebirds to nest in. Farmers do the same thing, or used to, take out their hedgerows, and there goes more habitat. I wouldn't call that a start of a nest, but the house sparrows have been roosting. The third is a ongoing problem. Starlings and house sparrows, neither of them are native birds. They can nest anywhere, and they choose to take the bluebird cavities and beat up the bluebirds. One thing we've been able to do with starlings, if you make the hole small enough, you can keep starlings out. House sparrows, you just kind of have to not let them nest there. This is an incomplete house sparrow nest, and they're not native, so I can't take it out. Starlings and house sparrows both came with settlers from Europe. They brought them on purpose. We make mistakes accidentally, and they're really messy. They poop a lot. So that's the reason to be out every week, and if you see a start of a house sparrow nest, you get rid of it and hope a bluebird will come in its place. The good news is that bluebirds seem to have responded to nest boxes, and the population has come back. My concern right now is that a lot of well-meaning people are putting up boxes and not monitoring them, and eventually the house sparrows find them, they drive out the bluebirds, so we may be accidentally causing the problem to recur. So regular monitoring is very important. If you want to look in, contact me. I'm in the phone book, rather than doing it on your own, because it's not going to be good for them to have a bunch of people opening the boxes. Birds are amazing, wonderful, and they're hidden surprises. This only had 3, so there won't be a lot, but I wish they'd move. It makes me nervous when they're still. If you love birds, there's all kinds of ways to appreciate birds. They're all around all of our homes. Sit still, pay attention. Maybe ideally, there wouldn't be nest boxes. They'd all have a place, a regular home, but in the meantime, I'm having a lot of fun.